Truth with Ruth here. Hey, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Whatever day I drop this on is the day I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, so I want to talk about the TTs of the world. What's the TTs of the world? The aunties, okay? Yes, if you are like 30, probably anything and up, then you are a TT. I'm a TT, okay? And you know what? I noticed that us TTs, we get ridiculed, honey. We get torn up, beat up, and dragged, okay? I will put out a TT that I love, that I absolutely love, that I think is absolutely beautiful. That is DRAYA Michelle. I always like DRAYA Michelle. I always like her, the way she approaches things, the way she looks. I always love the way she takes care of herself, and her nonchalant, like, kind of like personality and attitude. Even way back when she was a video model, like a music video model, and when she was on Love and Hip Hop, no, Basketball Housewives. I always like me some DRAYA Michelle. But now DRAYA Michelle is a respected businesswoman, which is really awesome. Clap, clap. You know, but now she is dating a I think he's 22 or 23 right now, Jalen Green. And DRAYA, I believe, is either 39 or 40. Maybe she's 40. Hold on. I really want to see how old DRAYA. How old is DRAYA Michelle? Let me see. I think DRAYA's 40. Yeah. So DRAYA's 40, right? So the thing is that I've noticed that when like Hollywood Unlocked or On Site or any one of these pages posts their relationship, whoo, hunty, people, I mean, this woman gets dragged, like, how dare she? I mean, you would think that she committed you would think this lady, like, really, like, unalived someone or something along the lines of that. Like, you know, how could she go out in public? Like, she's with this 22-year-old man, like this 22-year-old kid, like, she looks like the mom, that looks like her son. And apparently, she does have a son that's Jalen Green's age. And it's just a thing where, like, they're like, pop, pop, pop. Like, grandma, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. If that was my son, I would beat her up, and the things along that nature. She looks mad older than him. How could she? Now the thing is that, okay, I feel like if the tables were turned and this was reversed and it was a man with a younger woman, it would be more accepted, right? But because it's a woman, an older woman with a younger man, it's like, how absolute dare you? Like, you should just, in your mind, know better, right? As a woman, you should just know better, right? And people have a right to their opinion about that type of stuff. That's fine. But the comments were really, really aggressive. And a lot of them were really mean-spirited. I mean, wishing the worst on DRAYA Michelle. Not even Jalen. It was like, DRAYA. Like, you know what I mean? So it really surpassed a opinion. It was just shrewd, mean comments. You know, and of course I went in and I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, he is technically a grown man. He's an adult. And their life is a little bit different than, like, a regular person's life, like mine, you know what I mean? Or my neighbors, you know what I mean? These are celebrities with a whole bunch of money. Jalen Green is not your typical 22-something-year-old, right? He's a basketball player with millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I'm looking at it like this. Like, his mindset may be different than your average 20-something-year-old, 22-year-old kid, right? He's moving faster, quicker. He has the resources and the ability, the financial ability to do so, right? His millions is not even DRAYA's millions. He makes way more money than her. So where does that leave them, right? Who knows? They may have had conversations where they connect and they match and they're right on that same level when it comes to wanting whatever they want in this life. He could meet with her and understand her, and vice versa. And maybe she didn't get that from her past relationships that she was in with men that was more her age. I've heard many women say, oh my goodness, girl, I've dated 48 and up, and child, it's like dating a child. I'm just telling you, don't shoot the messenger. I've heard women say stuff like that. You know, would I personally date a 20-something, 20-anything is I wouldn't do it, but I'm not in DRAYA's lifestyle. And I have an experience dating, meeting a 20-something-year-old with that much money and that much responsibility and all that stuff on their plate. Like, come on. He is a professional athlete, for goodness sake. So until we step in her shoes and see what she sees and what she's dealt with in her eyes, I feel like, yeah, you can have your opinion, but to really like off with her head type of attitude, yikes. But going back to the whole TT thing and the Tia, I think it's TT or Tia, or the auntie, going back to a woman that looks really good for her age, it's like, man, I feel even that by itself, a lot of women get torn to pieces. I'll bring up another really beautiful woman, Bernice Burgos. Bernice Burgos is like, how old is she? Like 45 or something like that. Bernice looks absolutely amazing. Okay, listen, she is a gorgeous woman, absolutely beautiful, 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 and she takes time into herself, her body, her mind, her soul. This woman works out relentlessly, and it's so, it just boggles my mind when I see in comments like, hey grandma, yeah, you got to do all that to look good. If I had money to get a BBL, I would look like that too. Have you seen the rest of her? It's not just the BBL. Like, no disrespect. The BBL isn't the have-all and the be-all of everything. Woohoo, got a BBL. I mean, now, anybody could put a BBL on layaway, boo-boo. And I've seen many of them. I have people in my life that have BBLs that look nothing like Bernice Burgos. and let's just be real. She's a beautiful woman. And there's a lot of other things that she's doing. She puts time into herself. A lot of time into herself. You know, and that's to be respected, I think. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you want to be 21 years old just because you want to look good for your age. Why can't you just want to feel healthy, look healthy, and look good? And that's all. It's, you know, you're not trying to be, you know, I just want to look like I'm in grade school again. Like, and I love how both of these women just ignore. That shows that they are adults. They are women. They just ignore. They do not go back and forth. I think I honestly, I don't know about Bernice, but Drea's content, her comment, I think is limited, right? So it's only a certain amount of comments she will actually accept. But I noticed that neither one of them comment. They don't reply. They don't reply to mean stuff. Hear no evil, see no evil. And I think some of those comments don't even make it on their page. Respectable. Because the thing is that, yes, if you have an opinion, you have an opinion. But if you're just, some of those comments can be really, really mean. Like, there was a comment about Bernice, oh, no man, still trying to be young, you don't have a life, you're lonely, and you're miserable. And it's like, wow. Are you sure it's her that's miserable? Because that doesn't come from a happy person on the flip side. Because all I see is Bernice smiling, flawless skin, beautiful hair, nice white teeth, shine bright like a diamond, beautiful body, and hanging out and chilling and living her best beautiful life. I don't see anything that you're talking about. So I feel as if we need to get away from this age shaming type thing. You know what I mean? It's really and everybody will be a certain age if you're blessed to be a certain age one day. So let me know how you guys feel. Put it down in the comments. I'll see you guys later.